Hey, friends. Hey, it's Regina with Calm Confident Woman. And this week in the Self Love series, we are talking for a moment about family, culture, well meaning friends who have impacted the beliefs we have about ourselves and loving ourselves. And so, some of that, I mean, if you're around my age, around your 60s, and we grew up in a lot of our formative years in the 70s, then there was already this breaking free in the culture and a lot of discovery, self discovery, and choosing to do things different than our parents did and what society was saying was acceptable. And, when you look at each generation, there's a piece of that happens. But here we are, and I don't know about you, but if you're listening to this, I'm assuming you have some connection to this. I have still, for years, held on to those old beliefs that other people either intentionally imposed upon me or just lived out in front of me in such a way that I incorporated them as my own. And so I really want to encourage us that it doesn't matter how old we are, we can still recognize when we're holding on to a belief that has become heavy, that maybe we're starting to question its validity. And we can actually take time to pause and sit with that. We don't have to continue to drive through and just hold on to that belief pattern. So we can, in reality, we can change our energetic sovereignty, our this truth, right? What we believe is the propelling force or the hierarchy in our thought process. So, one of the ways that I have started doing this was when I went through my trauma informed yoga teacher training. We had a book that was required reading, and it was a very enlightening and what's the word I want? Freeing book in which one of the exercises were that we were to stand under the shower and just let it pour over us and just say, my face, my head, or Regina's face, Regina's head, Regina's shoulders, to claim um, that sovereignty and that ownership of our being. And so for this week, I would really encourage you to just pause. Maybe you stand under the shower and you go through Regina's shoulders, Regina's hands, Regina's arms, Regina's face, whatever, and claim that in your being. And or maybe you just pause and say, my body, my breath, my truth, and let go of what other people's thoughts and beliefs that have been imposed upon you in one way or another, and really set the space for yourself to claim your own body, own breath, own truth, and let go of the rest. Um, so and you can even picture this as if you're carrying, you can whatever, a basket, a suitcase, whatever container resonates with you, and just imagine that it is full of bricks, right? And not beautiful gold bricks either, right? We're talking about dirty old bricks that have come from various old buildings and old beliefs. And they're all in this container. And you're just carrying it and you're struggling and it's heavy and it's been heavy for years. But you've just felt like you had to keep plugging on, that you couldn't just pause, let alone set it down. So I encourage you to take a pause, set it down, and leave it there. Feel free to let yourself rise from that and walk on. And that container, that that suitcase, or whatever you've called it, could be filled with bricks of not being good enough, of being too loud or too old, or whatever society has imposed, right? Set all of that down, because you're not too old. You are good enough. You are enough just as you are. You're not too loud. You're as loud as you need to be to live your life purpose, to move out and to be heard in the way that you need to be heard. And the people that resonate with you and are a part of your tribe are going to hear you, and they're going to step alongside you, and they're going to walk with you, right? They're not going to tell you to sit down, be quiet, you're too loud. And that being said, not all of us need to be as loud as others, because our power is in being soft and quiet and tender and gentle and kind, to express that softness. And the people that resonate with that are going to step alongside you, and they're going to walk that path with you. So let go of that old suitcase of bricks that are no longer serving you well. Let them go, leave them on the path, and move on. Maybe remind yourself every single day, I choose me. I free me. I choose me. I free me. And as you do that, then you won't be so inclined to pick that basket back up, or that suitcase or whatever it was. And you're just going to move forward. And remember that um, sometimes we don't fit somebody else's box, and that's okay, because we weren't meant to live in that box, or to be that person's duplicate or AI. You know what? We're not an AI. We are individual and unique, and we need to live into that. So I encourage you to unhook from the other people's beliefs and go out there and truly live your own purpose with the freedom that you deserve. All right. And I will see you next week. Take care.